Is it possible to access all of your business or personal applications, your files, both structured and unstructured data, and be able to apply security policies all from within HTML5 user experience, an HTML5 user experience? The answer is yes, it can. Do you need VDI to do that? No, you do not. Can you have VDI or remote desktop within HTML5 without having to have such a heavy back end to do that? Yes, you can. This is going to be an illustration of all of that. So as an example to start out with, let's open up an Adobe Acrobat file. When I do that, it's not opening up Adobe locally, which you see there is no Adobe right there that's showing up. I can open up this file and I can apply whatever security policies I want to that, whether that's preventing cutting and pasting or whether that's saving. In this case, it's a production environment. We're allowing it. So I can go save it to my M drive. The M drive basically is what we call a core drive. That core drive pulls together all your file systems from wherever they're at. So if it's a bank, as an example, you can say, well, I'm going to extend a file to an end user, but I'm not going to allow that end user to control that data, only read it. So they can't cut and paste it, save it, etc. In this case, it's an example where you could save it. So either way is possible. The point is that I'm accessing that file system that has nothing to do with my local device. If I want to open up a file system, again, I can open up my core drive here, open up this test document. It's opening up Microsoft Word, but that test document is not referencing the local environment. So again, if you wanted to allow an end user to open up a device, you could extend to them a file or a file system to them and then apply security policies to that and encrypt that data both at rest and in transit. So all this, again, this file system that you see here is not being referenced here locally. There is no file explorer that you're seeing opened. If I went to open up my local file system, then you would see that there's a change. So now I've opened up my local file system and you see Windows Explorer. You don't see that now because I closed it, and the file system that I have here is not referenced locally. What this does is it makes it possible for you to be able to have all the files that you need the way you need them with the security policies you need. And it allows you to have all these business apps, whether that's Photoshop, Adobe, Microsoft Word, Excel, Dreamweaver, AutoCAD, without the heavy back end that you would typically get with VDI. So this gives you the mobility you need without the expensive costs of VDI, and gives you the flexibility and higher levels of security than you would get in today's IT environment. You can also open up the whole desktop. So here I just click the button and here I have my desktop. I'm going to close that. You see it's not opening up locally. It's not running a remote desktop, anything like that. This is VDI. So I'm just going to click on that button. It's going to open it up again. It's single sign on to all my business apps, so I don't have to sign on again. And it's opening up that entire VDI environment, which is what you see here.